Hello, my lovelies, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is going to be your week ahead. It is a collective reading for all air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This week is my birthday, so I will be taking a little bit of time off. So you guys won't have a ton of readings, but I am going to include most of what I would put in there. And there might be some later on this week up there for you. All right, what is their focus point this week? Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There it is. All right. Eclipse and Taurus reevaluation. So somebody might be having a change of heart. It could be anywhere, but most of the time I see this with love. So there's something going on in your romantic life that maybe you're changing your mind on. Maybe there is a relationship that's working well and you want to go to the next level, or maybe it's a relationship that's not working well at all and you need to go in a different direction. So, however that happens to resonate. How's life treating my air signs? Let's see what's going on. Air signs, how's life treating you? Okay, it's time to plan a date. So, date night, get a sitter and make plans for a night out. So, some of you might need to fit that into your busy schedule, is what Spirit's telling me. Not every date has to cost $1 million. You can go do quiet stuff at home. Maybe you drop kids off if you've got kids with, your grandparents or whatever. But I feel like you definitely need to prioritize your needs this week. Maybe you're going to take a trip someplace, camping, hiking, fishing, or doing something outdoors. Maybe you just go take a blanket out under the stars. I know in some places it's still very snowy and chilly, but sometimes it's fun. You just go sit out under the stars. All right. You might be meeting somebody new, talking, dating, and getting back out there. Interesting. All right. What else? And celebrations, birthdays, anniversaries, parties, and good news. So, we do have some positive change coming in for you, air signs. I feel like if you've been single for a while, that's about to change for you. I feel like you could meet this person maybe doing outdoor activities. Maybe you go hiking, camping, fishing, or something, and you meet somebody in the process. I do feel like you're having a change in perspective someplace where it has to do with love. You could also be celebrating some sort of birthday or anniversary, some good news, maybe attending a party where you meet somebody, but you're meeting somebody new. All right, let's see what else we've got. If I could shuffle today, let's see. Ooh, there could be a lot of fiction, phys- physical chemistry. There we go. I feel like someone's going to be extremely tongue tied around this person. Like they're just so sexy or so attractive to you that you trip over your own tongue. Oh, that's cute. So there could be a lot of flirting going on back and forth. I do feel like you are very tempted by this person. There could be some third party interference. So you might have to squash that very early. Make sure you're not in a third party situation. Make sure both of you are unattached so that there's no complications. Someone could be running from intimacy or they could be running from their own feelings. There's definitely some dynamic there that needs to be worked through. And make sure you're not getting involved with snakes, right? You don't want to be manipulated by people. You don't want to be put in a third party situation where there's other people involved. So make some healthy choices. That's going to be super important. So if you make choices that are good for you, things start to improve all the way across the board. So making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. Maybe you dealt with people that were real snakes in the past. So if you see a bunch of red flags right off the bat, take heed, okay? Be careful with that. And you might have to reevaluate, especially if somebody is manipulating you. We're headed towards a new direction that's more positive. So if it's not good, it's not positive, leave it alone. All right, Spirit, what signs do they need to pay attention to and not ignore? Spirit wants you to enjoy life again. So I do feel like you're going towards something that brings some enjoyment, the sweeter things in life. But you also might have to cut off the things that are toxic to get to something that's better. So work on you. If there's inner work needed, alone time needed, do those things because you're about to cross the finish line. It's funny how you have the runner and the finish line, right? Like love is a marathon. It's not, it's not a sprint or whatever that saying is. So you're completing some sort of hard cycle because you learned the lesson and gained the insight. So you're growing. So you will have a decision to make. There will be a fork in the road. right? You've got to choose whether you continue down a path that's maybe unhealthy and not good for you, or you can shift direction, reevaluate things, and change your mind and go towards something or someone that's better. All right. What do we need to see this week, Spirit? What's happening for the air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What is going on? Show them what they need to see this week. Ooh, okay. Well, we have the Queen of Swords. So you are cutting something or someone off this week. I feel like it's almost a necessity. You may have difficulty speaking this week too. I'm not sure what's going on, but somebody might be tripping over their words. There's something going on there. I do feel like this person is scrupulous. That's an interesting way of putting it. This person spots bullshit a mile away, right? Like their bullshit meter is pegged, and so they're not tolerating that anymore. And if you look at the foreground, there's heads on spikes behind her. Like she's done. It's like, no, you fucked around a little too much. Now you're about to find out, sort of energy. Remember that it takes teamwork to make the dream work. There's something that you need to collaborate on. And I feel like Spirit's trying to usher you away from the toxic crap. And they're trying to take you towards something that is more stable, but you have to do the work to get there. Are you willing to do the work? I feel like somebody is working on healing. I feel like somebody's working on building a business, building an empire, right? Because they desire to have success instead of lack. So that's great. You may have to shift things in your life in order to get that. I do feel like there is new love coming in for you. And I feel like this is going to be somebody that's devoted to you, right? Feel it out. You don't have to rush to the altar the second you go on a date with somebody. Take your time, get to know people, and the red flags will present themselves. It's a proven fact that people cannot hide who they truly are for longer than like 3 to 4 months because the mask will start to fall off. For some of you, you're moving, traveling, relocating, getting out of conflict, going towards peace, and you need some boundaries. So we're going to learn how to do that. We're going to learn to give ourselves what we need first, and then we're going to learn to cut off people who take from us so we can quit overthinking and stop feeling trapped and find some balance instead of juggling. There you might find your forever person. So nurture the things you want to grow. There could be some pregnancy announcements. The shadow work is needed, and that helps to illuminate anything that's holding you back, any sort of deception, so you can go towards the good stuff and enjoy life again. Remember, life is a journey, right? It's not about the destination. We all always end up where we're supposed to be at any given time, but we need to remember to have fun along the way. So life shouldn't always be heavy, and if it is, we've got to find ways to have fun. Okay, Spirit, what else do we need to see for the air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Whoop, where did it go? There it is. All right, Spirit wants you to know that it's okay for you to be independent and that you will be able to stand on your own 2 feet financially. But they want you to start planning or setting some goals for the future. What do you want going forward, and how do you plan on getting there? Again, then it takes teamwork to make the dream work, and don't forget to have fun. You are going towards something that is a celebration, stability. It could be marriage for some of you. Again, boundaries are required. I love how Spirit confirms the messages in both decks. They need you to make a choice, okay? So you're going to have to see things for what they are. You've already planted seeds. So in work, you need to decide, especially if what you're doing is worth your time, or do we need to make adjustments? Remember, you might have a change of heart of something this week. It could be in love as well. There might be a lot of options. Only one's going to lead to where you want it to be. So I feel like you're going towards enlightenment, spiritual ascension, things like that, as well as commitment and marriage. It could be with a fire sign, somebody who is very passionate, driven, outspoken, courageous. So trust your instincts and intuition. Is it good for you? Something leads to some success coming in. So unexpected money, blessings, fortune. We have the Emperor and the Empress. So this could be a divine counterpart. I feel like you also have some players in your energy. So decide what's best for you. It is going to take some courage to face your fears and charge forward, but you are. So things are going to escalate quickly. I feel like when you find your person, you just kind of know. And so you may not date for a very long time. It might be a quick one. I do think that you've manifested each other, and I feel like this person has dropped their baggage so they can approach you. Emperor and Empress, because this person sees you as their person. Look how he's looking at her. And she's just kind of doing her own thing, right? She's creating on her own. And he's like, I want that for myself. That is my person. And I feel like he knows once he meets you. Celebrations could be marriage, commitment, pregnancy announcements. I feel like we're getting out of this state of confusion because this person wants to build a life. They see you as gentle. They see you as intuitive. They want you to leave anything behind. Again, I feel like we're moving, going forward. That's echoed by both of these cards. We're leaving the baggage. We're leaving the conflict and chaos. We're going towards peace and harmony. And we are starting a whole new world. You will be overcoming some challenges this week. You're triumphing over the difficulties, expansion, movement, growth. It's about to be a whole new world. Welcome to the 5D. It's about to get really exciting.